So for this one, we're doing a rotation, and we need to know when we're doing a rotation what the degrees and the direction are of our rotation. So as you can see, I've already plotted the points A, B, C, and D for my figure. And then it tells me that I'm rotating it 90 degrees counterclockwise. So when we think of a regular clock, we remember that clockwise is going the direction that the clock travels, which is this way. So that's clockwise. And counterclockwise would be going the opposite way, which we abbreviate as CCW. Now, the way that I remember this, we have for clockwise, we are first going to take our coordinate pair and flip them, and then whatever my new value for the y is, my old x, I'm going to take the opposite of that number. If it's positive, now it's negative. If it was negative, now it's positive. In both cases, when we rotate, we are starting by swapping my x and y, and then you need to figure out, well, which one am I making the opposite number of, or making negative? Is it the first number or the second? And the way I remember that is for clockwise, we're heading to the right. As you can see here, we're heading right. So it's going to be the right number that's going to become negative. For counterclockwise, we're moving to the left. So it's going to be my left number that becomes negative. Just something to help you. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm writing out what my ordered pair are. So A, B, C, and D. And then I'm going to go through and start by swapping them. So I'm just going to switch my x and y's. So this is going to become 5, negative 4. This one will be 5, 2, 2, 4, and then 2, negative 2. So all I did was switch x and y. Now I'm going to, for each of my primes, because now it's going to actually give me my new point that I'm going to graph, now I'm going to make that second number negative or opposite. So make second number opposite or negative, however you want to look at that. So for A, my second number was negative 4. So now it's going to be positive 4. For B, my second number is 2. Now it's going to be negative 2. For C, it was positive 4. Now it's negative 4. And for D, it was negative 2. Now it's positive 2. So if you notice, the only thing that changes is that second number. My new x value, the first number, is not changing. So I still have a 5, 5. I still have another 5 and a 5, a 2, 2, and a 2, and a 2. The only thing that changes is that second row, or column. So now those are my new points, so I'm going to go plot those, and I'm going to switch colors just so you can see what happens. So A prime is now at 5, 4. B prime is at 5, negative 2. C prime is at 2, negative 4. And now that I see the direction of where it's going, I can label. I didn't want to overlap it. And D prime is at 2, 2. So again, my figure itself hasn't changed. It didn't get bigger or smaller. It didn't stretch or change shape. We just rotated it. We picked that shape up and we turned it. And when we're rotating without a point of rotation, we are always rotating about the origin. So we're taking it from that point almost as if you were to put your pen on the piece of paper and spin that shape. If you were to do a rotation in, let's say, 180 degrees, you could do this twice. There's other tricks and tips for that. Same with if you were to do it over a different point of rotation, but we're not going to get into that this year.